Hello, my name is Phil Rosebrook with Business Mentors, and I want to tell you about an exciting program that will be kicking off. I'm working with Gokul Padmanabhan with Restoration Brokers of America and KnowHow, and we're creating a new type of a product or a new idea to help you build max value in your restoration company. And so this is a program. It's not going to be just a video, but it's going to be a set of videos along with other tools and resources that you can use in your business to create max value. And that can be used for a number of different purposes. One is if you're looking to sell your business, or secondarily, if you're just looking to create a more effective business, then this is going to be a great concept and something that will be extremely helpful. And so today I simply want to give you an update of what this might look like or what you're going to be looking forward to, and something you can just have on your radar. So we're pretty excited about this. So the first thing I want to talk about is how you set up a saleable and successful business. And so I have this example here. This is an old car, and some people run their businesses sort of like this old car, and they think, you know, hey, somebody's going to love this just as much as I do, or they're going to have some emotional connection to this old classic, and they're going to say, you know what, with a little bit of love, this is going to be a great business, and somebody's going to take it off my hands. But in reality, that's not what people are looking for. People are looking for a great business. They're actually looking for this business right here, this shiny new car with a new car smell, something that's dependable, something that that doesn't require new tires and new maintenance and down at the mechanic all the time. So people are looking for this car, and if you're selling the old car thinking that somebody's going to love it and you're going to get tons of value and you're going to be able to sell it for just as much money, and you guys need a wake-up call, and you have to know that no, that's not what people are looking for. So I want to tell you a couple stories. We'll just go through some profiles of some great companies and that have gone through this sale transaction. And so I've got some logos up here. First, I'll tell you about a company called Super Restoration. You may or may not have heard of them, but they're a really large company down in South Florida. They're in the Miami metro marketplace, and they were a company that they weren't for sale. They like you, they have people knocking on their door all the time saying, hey, are you interested in selling your business? And their answer always was no. But they got an offer one day from a company, and they decided to just take a look at it. And they realized, you know, that wasn't what they were looking for. And so they said no, and then that company came back again a second time, and the offer was a little more generous, looked a little nicer. And they said no, and then the third time or fourth time, they finally got to a place where they said, you know what, this is an offer perhaps that we can't refuse, and so they decided to accept it. But what made them so saleable was they provided great customer service. They had a great image in the marketplace. They did high profit, high value work. They had tons of clients, and they weren't dependent on anybody for any amount of work. It was 5 or 10%, and that was about it from their largest client. And so this made them extremely valuable company in a really valuable marketplace. And so that was certainly their approach, and that's a great story. Another company out of Los Angeles, my friend Todd Benson, he runs Oakwood Construction, and Oakwood is no longer his own entity. He was purchased years ago. But if you look at Oakwood, and they have this great image, and they have a great reputation in the marketplace, so you look at their logo, it's extremely professional. And whether they're doing program work, or they're working direct commercial or direct referrals, or whatever it is, they're profitable, they're consistent, they're productive, and people like working with them, which made them a really valuable commodity, a great valuable business that people pursued and were interested in. And the third one I'm going to talk about here is a company I was very involved with for years. I started working with them in May of 2000. I remember it very well. And they were a small, couple $1 million construction company. And what we did is we helped them craft and brand what they were going to become. So first of all, I explained Vancouver. Vancouver is a market with Vancouver, British Columbia. They had, at the time, 3 companies doing over $30 million a year in restoration. And then there was everybody else. So the market was known as the Big Three and everybody else. And CanStar was everybody else. So what we did before we started looking at systems, process, structure, whatever it was, we sat down and created a vision. And we said, where's this company going? And what do we stand for? And what is our vision? And so we crafted a very clear vision statement before we started growing. And what that did is it allowed us to leverage and be strategic with the direction that we wanted to run or where we wanted to go. And so over 15 years, this company achieved almost 20x growth in their business and in their value. And so at the end of the day, that they had this really valuable company because they created a structure and a platform from where they wanted to grow and what they wanted to be and what they wanted to be known in a marketplace. So those are just some stories of companies that transitioned and achieved max value in their company, and it was very deliberate and strategic. So what is it that differentiates and separates companies? Let's talk about characteristics of desirable companies. The first one is desirable, successful companies have stable profits. They have strong gross and strong net profits. They premiums paid for higher than average profits in a company. And so consistent and predictable revenues and consistent predictable profits is extremely important. They have complete and accurate, timely financial reporting. And so it's not someday the reports will come out or let's look at them on a quarterly basis. They are produced on a monthly basis. They're on a predictable day, and those reports are consistent, understandable, and predictable, and they all line up. So the profit and loss, the balance sheet, the cash flow statements, the accounts receivable, they all make sense, and they all complement and validate each other. The companies have a solid financial understanding. And now maybe it's they have a CFO, or perhaps it's just a company that has a really good understanding of their financials from a financial management team and from also their executive C-level team, their chief officers of the different areas of the company. So people have a solid understanding of the financials in the company. They have a great reputation. People don't want to buy a company and then have to go fix their reputation. They want a company that stands for something that represents quality, that is a known commodity in a marketplace. Secondarily, or additionally, the owner works on the business. They're not stuck in the trenches. The owner is working on the business because people don't want to buy a job. They want to buy a company. They want to buy an income stream. They want to buy value. And so the owner is going to be working on the business, not in the trenches and in operations. They have a strong leadership and productive team. It's not about the number one in the company. It's about who else is there. So it's not about who runs it and who owns it. It's about the managers and the people below that. And so what do the buyers get when they buy the company? Because the owner is conceivably going to retire and move on. And then they have a depth and breadth of clients and relationships. So it's not just one client that sends them 30% or 40 or 50% of their work. They have 20, 30, 40, 50 clients sending work every single day. So make sure that you have balance in the work that comes, because if something goes away or they lose an account during that transition or shortly thereafter, now where did the value in the business go? And then finally, these companies have a healthy company culture. This is a company that feels, a friend of mine defines company culture as just the way we do things around here. Well, company culture I always define as how the company feels. And so what does it feel like or look like to be a member of this company? And what's the value and the ongoing value of that culture? And so a company with poor company culture is not as desirable as one that's really healthy, where you've got a strong team and you have people that are all working together for similar results, and they're excited about that company and they're excited about where they're going. So I like to look at three foundations that are really important as you go into the sales process. The first one is your company value is going to be based on the financial performance of the company. It's not based on how you feel about it. It's not based on your great clients or the people. It's based on the financial performance. The value is based on financial performance. That's what buyers are looking for. And really in operational, that's what you should be looking for. The second thing is that people will pay money for a great team. So you have strong financials leveraged into a great team, and people will pay a higher valuation for that. And then my final point is that exceptional companies receive exceptional valuations. So why would you be anything but an exceptional company? So have solid foundations, have great people, tie your people into the success of the company so they're there for you as the existing owner and for anybody else that wants to participate in this company down the road. and realize that exceptional companies achieve exceptional valuation. So let me tell you a little bit about this program we're working on, and this is going to be fun. So we're going to do a series of short presentations, maybe a little something like this. Maybe some will be longer, some will be shorter. But these presentations will drive ideas or things that you can be working on in your business, and then we're going to combine those with homework, so worksheets and action plans that you can put together. There are things that will help drive your business forward. So it's not just a list of a set of instructions or videos. It's going to be videos with action items that you put together in your business. You're going to get access to systems, process, and procedures that are going to help you produce consistent outcomes and outputs in your business. And so companies that operate on systems rather than people are much more valuable. And so this process will provide the systems and structure that you're going to need to drive your company forward. You'll receive metrics that are going to help you define and achieve financial excellence in your company. And so it's not just you're going to understand what it is to create a financially successful company, but you're going to get the benchmarks and you get the performance metrics that are going to help you drive your company forward and build value in your company. And finally, you're going to get step-by-step process, activities, education, and feedback that are going to drive your business forward. So benefits of this program, you're going to have a step-by-step strategic plan that's developed and executed in your business. You're going to align with great providers that will help drive that forward in your company. You're going to get a business that is easier to run. You may find that, hey, this is so much fun and it's easy to operate that you may not want to sell it. As you'll find as companies grow and you develop these systems and process, your job as the owner becomes easier and easier because now it's more dependent on process than people. You're going to get ballpark valuation tools that are going to help you understand the value of your business. And then you're also going to get resources that are going to help you decide and determine what it is that you want or what you need to achieve your goals in your life. And so you're going to get the ballpark valuation tools to figure out what your company is worth, what it needs to be worth in order for you to achieve what it is that you desire in life. And so the final thing is you're going to get a stronger and more successful business that's more fun to operate. So keep an eye out. This is something that's in development. We're working on it, and it will be out shortly. And this is going to be a great resource for you and your company. And we look forward to working with you through this process.